everyone, welcome back. Sorry it's been a couple weeks since I've posted a video other than an unboxing video, but the last 2 weeks have been really tough. Sometimes when you're a teacher, no matter how much you prepare, how much you pre-plan, how many things you do to get everything just perfect for that first day of school, life just kind of throws you a curveball. And initially I had, 30 children on my roster. And then by the first day of school, I had 32 children in my classroom. On the second day of school, I was up to 34 children. And by like the fourth day of school, I was up to 36 kids in the room. And that was crazy. I only had furniture for 30 children, so I had all these other kids sitting just at whatever table or nook and cranny I could fit them at. And then I also have the special ed room, which means that at any given time there's a special ed teacher in the room, there's another parapro in the room, sometimes there's 2 parapros in the room, and the room was just really claustrophobic. And when you have that many children, the volume just kind of increases, and so the room was never quiet. I could never get all of their attention on me at any given time, and it's just been really crazy. But hopefully tomorrow, the 4-5 split class will be opening in my building, so the extra children in my class will be moving to their permanent classroom, which will bring my numbers back to a doable level. And I kind of feel like tomorrow is the real first day of school for me, because even though I've been teaching all along, I tried getting my daily 5 routines in place and getting, read to self up and running. There's just no room, there's no space. And so a lot of the things I've tried to implement the last 2 weeks, in my opinion, it just kind of felt like everything I tried to do failed. It was just a little too crazy. But hopefully tomorrow it all goes back to normal and I can proceed and have a lovely school year. So yeah, sometimes in life you just have to go with the flow and hope that the flow fixes itself really fast. On a different note, my last video that I did shoot was the Labor Day vlog, where everything was kind of back to school and getting ready for back to school and different things and routines that I have in place. And I got comments on the video that, oh wow, you're super mom. And I got some private emails from other people asking me, more strategies, how do I do it? And I almost had to laugh because I am so not super mom. Most days I feel like a crazy lady who's just hanging on by the skin of her teeth, chugging mass quantities of caffeine, and at any moment it's all going to crash and burn. So, I mean, when I was a working mom of 1 child, I felt like super mom. I've got this, it's all okay. When I was a stay-at-home mom of 2 children, I felt like I was super mom. I've got this is awesome. When I became a full-time teacher with 2 children in school with after-school activities and after-school sports, that was when I felt like, wow, this is insane. How do people do this? So a lot of the strategies I have in place were born from desperation and moments of mass chaos and panic. So that's one of the things I'm going to share with you guys today. It's just some of the strategies I do have to try to keep this crazy, insane life all together, and I'm going to share those with you. But yeah, seriously, to the lady who called me Supermom, thank you. It's a lovely compliment, but really, I'm not Supermom at all. So one of the strategies that I seriously cannot live without is my planner. And this is an Erin Condren daily life planner, which in my opinion is the Cadillac of planners. They're a little pricey, but she thinks of everything. It's all in here. But I have to write it all down. If I do not write down everything, and I do mean everything, it will not happen. It will not get done. I brag about how when I was younger I had a photographic memory and I remembered everything, but there's this joke that when you're pregnant you get mommy brain, and basically that's the baby sucking the brain cells right out of your head. What they don't tell you is that once you deliver the babies, and that with every consecutive baby, I don't think those brain cells ever really come back, and you become really forgetful. And when the kids get older and they're in sports and after school activities, you get so many things on your plate that you cannot keep all that information in your head anymore. So if you look at my planner, you'll notice that like Tuesdays and Thursdays are just a nightmare, because on Tuesdays AJ's in robotics every Tuesday and Thursday from 6:30 to 8:30. Casey has baseball practice from 6 to 7. And so Bill and I, we switch things up. Casey has swimming on Wednesdays. The morning stuff tends to be things I need to get done for my classroom. I had to set up my grade book on the internet this week with MyStar. The middle boxes, I try to put things in for like what I'm doing for the YouTube. Over here ends up just being lots of notes and things. And if you're wondering, I got these cute little clips at Michael's. I thought those were really adorable. And so, yeah, I mean, it all gets written down. Like something as simple as my husband's fixing the mudroom this weekend on yesterday, but what that meant was I couldn't do any laundry yesterday, so I needed to get any laundry done on Friday because I wasn't sure I would be able to have access to it all weekend. So, and then if you turn for next week, you can see that next week is already filled in. I have curriculum night on Tuesday, which is awful because that means somehow Bill has to get AJ and Casey to both of their activities at the same time. Yeah, so not sure how that's going to happen. Doctor's appointments, AJ's early release days, Yom Kippur because my boys have no school, Thursday's Eid, which means I have no school. Then come Saturday, we have a workshop for AJ's robotics course. So yeah, it all has to be written down or it's just not going to happen. And I'll be sure to put a link to the Erin Condren website below. But yeah, she really does make great planners, pockets for holding everything. And yeah, so that's one strategy I swear by. Over here you will find what I call my wall of everything. Our refrigerator is stainless steel and magnets don't stick to it. So love my fridge, but hate that I can't put anything on it. So everything kind of gets taped to the wall and to this pantry door. And over here, this is like a family food staples. It's in a protector, so that's why it's a little shiny. But basically, this is like a list of our basic foods that, you know, when I'm trying to put together a weekend grocery list to run out to the market, one of the first things I do is just, you know, check that all of those things are in the house, and if it's not, then I have to buy them because these are things that honestly from week to week we can't live without. Over here is the morning routine, which this is for the babysitter who comes to watch the boys in the morning and gets them off to school, because my husband and I, we leave so early to go to work that we just can't get them out the door ourselves. So we have an awesome person who watches them and takes care of them and gets them off. This is my everyday must-do list. And this is something for me strictly that before I go to bed at night, I kind of do a quick check, 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 and make sure that all of this got done. This is for those days when you come home from work and you're just like, you feel like a zombie and your brain's not working. Again, this goes back to the I have to write it down or it doesn't get done. And then over here is AJ's after school. This was a routine that we put into place this year, and so far it's working really, really well. I'm very proud of AJ. He's handling high school like a pro. So better than he ever did middle school. And then this is something that got taped here because Tuesday, Casey needs to bring fruit that contains seeds to school for a science lesson. And again, if it's not taped where I can see it, it will not happen. Although I actually need to get that in my planner because that is not in the planner. And then here is the lunch menu. And my boys do not like school lunch. They really don't. But there were 2 days this month. On this day, they're having walking nachos with meat and cheese. Casey likes nachos. And then this one day is the pepperoni pizza calzone. So out of the whole month, Casey wanted 2 lunches this month. So, but again, if I don't put it here, my routine of packing lunches the night before is so ingrained that I'll forget and I'll just pack a lunch anyway, and then he will forget to get his school lunch that day. So, but these are just a few more strategies that I use to keep it all together. Another strategy I swear by is the carry a really big purse strategy. And my trick is finding one that's big enough to hold everything I need, including my Erin Condren life planner that fits in there perfectly, but one that's not so big that you end up throwing your shoulder out of place, because I kind of sort of did that once. Yeah, sometimes you really can't carry it all. But I love this purse. I literally just got this one at Kohl's. This is from that Relic brand, and It's a faux leather, but it's very soft and supple, and it's got big pockets and a very, very big, roomy interior inside, and it holds everything, including my big old planner. So I am actually loving this purse at the moment, and I think I got it for like $40-some. Another strategy that I did share on the vlogging video, but I'll show it real quick today just in case anyone didn't see that one, are these cubbies that has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All the clothes for the entire week goes in these, and that just saves so much time in the morning. And if you put like special items in there on a Sunday beforehand, you don't have to worry about forgetting to take your school spirit sweatshirt on a Wednesday when it's needed. Also, if you wanted proof that I'm so not super mom, I will show you. Yeah, this is my son's room. Bed's not made because we're currently washing the sheets. But yeah, it's pretty much pigsty. And you know what? I don't even care. I have given up. Yeah, I can't keep these rooms clean no matter how hard I try. So they can live in pig squalor. As long as I've got their cubbies full for the week and the bed is made, it's all good. Another strategy that I swear by are those Costco chickens. Seriously, for $4.49 or $4.99, you get a fully cooked chicken that you can then shred, turn into chicken soup, chicken tortilla soup, chicken fajitas, or just eat it as a chicken. And with my family, we usually eat it as a chicken dinner for the first day, and then all the leftovers get tossed into a pot to make something else. But yeah, for $4.49, you can buy a cooked chicken fully ready to go. Or for like $10, you can buy a raw one and spend 2 hours cooking it yourself. That one's a no-brainer. I just got home from shopping from a quick shop at Costco, and one strategy I cannot stress strongly enough in my house is to have an emergency dinner in the refrigerator waiting. One of the things we love at Costco are the beef pot roast, and then the Main Street baked scalloped potatoes. Also delicious is the Main Street mashed potatoes. And there's a couple other different like pulled pork for pulled pork sandwiches. But you know, there's a lot of days I come home from work and there's no time to cook, and you can only have hot dogs or macaroni and cheese so many times before you just get sick of those things. So this way, these two just have to microwave for a few minutes. You make a bag of frozen vegetables, or you have a bag of salad and toss in some diced tomatoes and cucumbers, and you have an instant meal. And one of the last strategies I want to share that is really helpful in keeping us organized is this. This is from Erin Condren, and this is her Oh What a Week planner. And I have my planner with everything in it. My husband has his planner with all of his information in it. And then AJ even has his agenda. But at the end of the day, we need one place where everybody's planner is dumped. So that way everyone knows the schedule and what's going to happen. Because if I know that we have to, take the boys somewhere, or I have an after-school function that's happening, but my husband doesn't know about it, then you're going to run into scheduling conflicts. So that Oh What a Week planner from Erin Condren is a lifesaver, because on a Sunday I will grab everyone's planners, write all the information down, just so that it's all in one place, easy to see, and you don't get overlapping events. That helps a lot. One last thing I want to say before I wrap this video for today is to use all the ideas around you. I went to my 8-year-old's curriculum night this week, and his teacher had printed up some really great papers for curriculum night, and she also had this new app I had never heard of called Remind. And so one of the things I'm actually planning on doing today before work tomorrow is I'm actually going to borrow some of her ideas. So here, real quick, this was her flyer that she made, the ABCs of 3rd grade in room 15, with all of her information in there. And I have one of these really similar that I've used year after year, but she had some extra information in here and a few ideas I'd never heard of that's like, wow, I really want to incorporate those. So I will be working on my curriculum night flyer tonight, because Tuesday is our curriculum night at my school. And then she had introduced me to this idea, Get in the Know with Remind. It is an app, a website that as a teacher I can go and create an account, and then I will get like a phone number, and then my parents can sign up to it to receive a text message. So if there's something that they need to know, I can send out a group text message. And I have never heard of this before, and I'm not 100% sure I'm going to do this, but I'm definitely going to be looking into it tonight to see if this is something I may want to incorporate. So a lot of times, ideas and things, you can get them from all kinds of places. A lot of the home strategies I use, I actually got from a blog called iheartorganizing.com, and I believe her name, I want to say her name is Jen, but a lot of the paperwork and the ideas I got for the different notes I've stuck to the walls, those came from her. So inspiration can come from anywhere. With that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from me in the future, click the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you later.